Check, 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 check. Hello, everyone. Today we join for the next session for the English Medium Media Summit. And last week we discussed about what thing. For the seventh lesson, key points, main points we discussed in that lesson. Seventh lesson, what is the topic of this lesson? It will mainly creative communication, creative communication. That's the lesson. Okay. First, we have to understand what is creative. Creative means what thing does. Someone can develop some ideas just like wonderfully imaginative ideas, and fresh ideas if they can develop. That is the idea about the creative things. Okay. So some skills you want to make something creative. Skills means some kind of freshness ideas, imaginative ideas, and wonderfulness. Some ideas are there. So after that, creations. Two types of creations mainly we can see: natural and artificial things. I just develop some summary idea for that thing. Summary idea for that thing, and just not for the full idea. Last weeks, what are the things that we discussed? Just like a summary, okay? So What are the things? Natural ideas and artificial things we know. Natural creations means some kind of that the nature, mainly the waterfalls, sea, all the natural things. We are also a natural creations. Artificial things, but these all the things are artificial type creations. You have to know about that. Very simple thing actually. It's not a difficult idea. Think about that thing. After that, we discuss about the what is creation, why we develop some creations, what are the nature of the creation. That thing, nature of the creation means what thing? Just it can reactivate the people's or not activated. Okay, we can activate other people's creativity. We can activate other people's curiosity. That type of things we can add, we can develop. Okay, that's the idea. After that, other thing is we can innovate, we can develop some innovations, some new ideas, some new concepts to the society, and we can develop the other people's innovative skills also, and explorative ideas we can develop, and we can be like a good creative communicator, send than the other people using these creative communication systems. And after that, we can develop the relaxation, entertaining, feeling, happiness, that type of things for the people and the society. That also really helpful in this, according to this creative communication system. That is the idea. How to understand that thing also. Okay. So after that, that idea is there. And after that, other thing. So creative elements are there mainly. We discuss about that thing. Creative elements we discuss. Main five elements are there. Mainly, what is creation idea, and creativity is there. Creativity is there, and creative thinking. Okay, creative. Okay, writing is there. Mainly, creator is there. We all discuss that type of things. Huh? What is creation? What is creativity? What is creative thinking? What is creative writing actually? And creator. Okay, I have to think about that type of things. Okay, main this type of points. Get the idea. And after that, we move to the next topic. Actually, creative use of language. Creative use of language. Actually, just language is also a creation. A language is also a creation. You have to understand that thing. Language is also a creation. And language is the most creative thing that ever made by humans. That is the point. And it's a very old one, very far expand idea, language. Okay, very far expand idea, and there are more languages we can see in the world actually, and mainly we can see two types of languages like active language and deactive languages. We can see deactive. Okay, active languages and deactive languages. Active languages actually standard. Okay, deactive not like not standard idea. Okay, standard, not standard. Active languages are very flexible. Deactive languages inflexible. Active languages are very formal. Deactive languages are informal. Active languages are very common usage, commonly using, commonly. This one regionally. Active languages actually are mainly very simple, but deactive languages are very complicated. Complicated or complex, okay? As an example for the active language, we can see the English. As an example for the deactive language, some like Sanskrit or something. Just get the idea. Just get the example, okay? And creative use of language type actually print media and electronic media both can do this thing, okay? Mainly media is there. What is media? Media means what thing? Media is a path to exchange our ideas, okay? Path to, okay? Exchange our ideas. Path to exchange our ideas. Okay. What type of path we can see? In the past, we can say traditional. Okay. Traditional media we use in the past, traditional media. After that, we develop mass media. Next, we develop actually a new media. Nowadays, we use what thing? Social media. Okay. This all the media types actually path, electronic, print, whatever it is, this all the medias are paths. Understand that thing, okay? In the print media system, okay, three examples are there: newspapers, books, magazines, okay. Other type that handbills, posters, banners, flex designs, that also there, but mainly we can use that this type of examples, okay. Newspapers, books, magazines, that type of things, okay. Newspapers, books, and magazines. That is the idea. Newspapers, mainly, you can see national newspapers are there, international newspapers are there. How to understand that thing, no? Newspapers, books, and magazines. Books, books. Okay, books. Books means bounded pages structure. Newspapers are unbound page structural idea. And magazines, some kind of similar to the book binding book publishing system. According to this thing, actually we have to understand. But in our lesson now, we have to understand how we use language creatively in the media. In according to this type of examples, we can write this type of idea. Okay, newspapers we can see direct. Okay, direct and indirect language we can use. In the newspapers we can use what thing? Direct language and indirect language. Creative usage. Okay, direct and indirect language usage we can. Okay, then direct language. What thing? Last week I told you news reading, news writing. Sorry, not reading, news writing. Direct language for news writing. Okay, indirect language for what thing? Indirect language for what thing? Features. Features like best example is editorial. Editorial. Just like cartoon also actually for the feature writings. Okay. News mainly we can see with the political based idea, parliament things, so many things are there. That's example for that direct and indirect idea. Okay. Next one, books. Books have what thing, what type of language? All time language. Why all time? After we can see that some books actually very old. No, think about now. Just example, I can tell you, J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter. After 100 years ago, after that thing, we can see the Harry Potter in there. Harry Potter means Harry Potter. All time, that concept is concept. That words, that name, Harry Potter means Harry Potter. That's the point. Okay, we can't change the structure. We can translate that. We can translate that books. We can develop some other single language, Tamil language, Dutch, or any other thing. We can change the language, translate the language. Okay, but point is point, concept is concept, name is name. Old time language. That's the thing. After years ago, no. 100 years ago, no problem. Concept is concept. That is the old time language system. Okay. Magazines have what type of language? Very entertaining language. Entertaining and indirect type language. Magazines are not like the news type thing, no. It's very colorful thing. So we always choose entertaining type, indirect type language. That is the point. Okay, you have to understand. That's the idea. So already we discussed about that thing in the last week. Okay, there are some advertisements idea. So there advertisements, advertisements. We use what type of thing? Advertisements also in the newspapers. No? Advertisements also we use what type of language? Indirect type language sometimes. Directly we can say something, but shortly. Yeah? Advertisement means advertisement. No, it's not like a news. Advertisements mainly focus on what type of things. It's based on what thing, some services or products. Okay. So mainly we have to creatively write something shortly to promote some products or services. That's the thing. So products or services mainly focus. So it's a focus type language, but indirectly, very creatively we can use that thing as a language. That's the point. As a language. That's the point. Okay, I have to understand that. Okay. All right. That's the idea. Then after that we move to what thing? After that we move to electronical media type. Okay. Electronical medias. Electronic medias. Electronic media in there. Electronic media means what type of things? Actually, television we know, radio we know. Okay, mainly. Cinema also there. Okay. Today we have to talk about something more in the cinema. Okay. Cinema. Think about this in that mainly television. Television. Electronic first type one television. Television actually, no, actually, oldest one is radio. If we can start that thing radio, no problem. Radio, radio. See, radio is the oldest mass media that we know. We actually in the before the television, we use that thing as an audio medium. Okay, so it's an audio medium, no, and it's audio. According to the audio thing, we need what thing? Attention. Attention we want. We can use some sounds, okay? Voices, voices. Okay, sometimes that echo or something. That type of things we can use. According to the radio system, what type of language we can use? Very short and compact languages. Very short ideas. Why? It's an audio medium, okay? After listening something in the radio, we have to what thing? Imaginate that thing. Imaginations comes with the short ideas. Long ideas actually can't because it's not like a television. If we can watch something in there, okay, no boring in that, no problem. But is the radio means audio medium? If you're using that as audio, we have attention attentively listening to that thing. But listening, but it's simple. It's really helpful for memorizing and the imagination. But it's complicated or something. How we imagine something in there. That's the problem. You have to understand that thing. Okay, that's the idea. Then short, compact ideas are there. Okay, na? Then next one, the visual type. Next media, main media is television. Television media. Television media. What type of examples we can see that? Just actually, it's not only audio one. No, it's audio and visual media. AV type. Audio and visual media. And it's very attractive. Attractive. Why? More visual things are there, attractive. Have to think, understand that thing, attractive. Then symbolizing the there, symbolize things are there, colors are there, shapes are there. Have to understand that thing, okay? Then that language actually visual language. We call that thing visual language. Okay. In the television, we can talk, not using the words or coming out of mouth, verbal. It's actually visual media. Mostly it's highlighted the visual things in there, colors, shapes, celebrity artists, actors, actresses. That type of things are there. Shapes, sets are there, designs are there. So visual language we can use in there. Okay. In the radio system, we can see simple and complicated type programs are there. Okay. Simple and complicated type. In the visual television media, we can see narrative and narrative type television programs. As an example, but that narrative type means television teleplays, teledramas. Non-narrative means a news idea. Think about that thing. Okay, that's the point. Now, that is the two main electronic media type things you can use in there. And next one, today we have to move what thing? Cinema. Cinema, films, movies. This idea is there. Cinema, movies, and films. That idea is there. I think I'd add that PDF to the page. You have to get that then uh, get the idea about the cinema theme. PDF I put into the WhatsApp thing, and then you can go to that thing and you can get the ideas about what is the cinema thing and what are the passages, what are the ideas that we have to understand according to our syllabus, according to our syllabus page. So just think, the last weeks we discussed about that this type of idea. So televisions, that idea is there. We in the recordings we had that idea. Last we discussed about the television thing, no? Radio thing also we discussed. Okay. PDF in there. I add that in there for the radio. Sorry, books, advertisements, and the other things also. That's the idea. Okay, that's the point. So after that, I add that PDF now to the WhatsApp group. Then you can get the idea about that thing. So mainly in here, in this PDF, you can get the idea about what thing, what are the television things and radio things in there. The characteristics ideas are there, and after that, you can get the idea about the cinema idea. Two PDFs I add now to the WhatsApp group. Check that thing, download that and get the ideas about that PDFs. Okay, wait, it's on the way. Okay, and any doubts? If any doubts are there, please tell me. I can explain that thing. Okay, again, that's the idea. Okay, it's PDF 2 PDFs are there. Creative communication guide 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4 is there. Part 3 and part 4 is there. Part 3 mainly focus for the television and the radio things. I explained that thing in here. What are the television characteristics? What are the television language? And what are the radio characteristics? What are the radio language? That two things in here. One thing's okay. That two PDFs are okay now. You can get that thing. Sorry, download that thing, and you can follow that thing with me according to this session. Sorry, that's the idea. Okay, now, sorry. So electronic media things here. Uh, Creative communication 1 -3. Third PDF going to the television and radio things is there, and sorry. The last part of this cinema thing, we have to discuss that thing. Okay. Today is the cinema. We can discuss some characteristics and the techniques that we can use according to the cinema and language usage in the cinema. Okay, cinema. Cinema has reached as one of the top art forms in the world. Get the PDF. In the PDF, we follow that thing. Okay, read with me. Cinema has reached as one of the top art form in the world. This cine medium has embraced a particular grammar and rhetoric and the growth. Okay, the main categories of the cinema include action, adventure, animation, biopic, cartoon, comedy, documentary, horror, romance, music, science fiction, thriller, war. It's just categories. All the categories we know, no? We always use some types of categories, these type of things. Biopic things, cartoon things, adventure things, thriller, horror, mostly. Use that thing, okay? We use cinema word. Films also we can use that word. Movies also we can use. But how it's come? Okay? Cinema or movies or cinema or movies or films, it comes with what thing? It's actually very good deal with what thing? Lightness and darkness, okay? Lightness and darkness. It's a connection between what thing? Lightness and darkness. Please note down this thing, okay? It's a connection between what thing? Lightness and darkness. Lightness and darkness. Lightness and darkness. It's some kind of connection between that thing. In the past, in the cave time, historical era, that time, we always use what thing for our light source, what thing? Mainly, we use natural power source is sun, okay, but after that thing, we develop what thing? Fire, okay? Fire we use to what thing? Just for the cold, actually, just for the heating, okay? And to as a light source in the night time, okay? In that time, we can see what type of things. If we light a fire, and automatically we can see in the cave area, cave side, cave inside, shadows. Okay, that's lightness and darkness dealing. Okay, fire out of the shadow comes. So firstly, films comes in what thing? Source is fire, idea is shadow art. Okay, in the night daytime we can see our shadow. Is like sunlight comes, and out of that we can get the our shadow art also. But this is not that thing, okay? Developed one, artificially developed power source, light source is fire. Then we can develop shadow arts. That is the first point in the cinema. Shadow arts. Shadow arts. Think about that thing. It comes with what thing? Fire. Artificially developed fire is a like some kind of a light source. That light source can develop what thing? Shadow arts. That's the point. Okay? Get the idea. Okay? Get the idea. Okay. Follow that PDF with me. Okay. Follow that PDF with me. That's the idea. Then after that, this type of things. After that shadow art thing. Okay. Then what happened? Shadow art firstly. Shadow art firstly. Then in the daytime, that peoples go to the hunting. That prehistoric peoples, they go for the hunting. And they get so many experiences about the field, forest, and that areas, and they get so many feelings about that thing. They come back after that thing. Come back after that thing. They use the shadow arts to educate the people. They are small people. They are new generation, next generation. Okay. Without that experience, how they express this idea using shadow arts? They use shadow arts to explain what thing, what are the things that we can see in the forest. Shapes, shapes, sometimes mainly shapes, symbols, that type of things they develop using the shadow arts. After that, that people, new generation, next generation, and other people, so they memorize that thing and they draw something in the cave inside. That is the art. art is there. Shadow art. Then they memorize that thing and they redevelop some art, colorful art. They use some natural colors for that thing. Art is there. Then after years ago, not 2, 3 years, after a century, think about that thing. After a century, 100 years ago, after that thing, we can get that idea. Another artificial source we can see now, the bulb. Bulb is there. Bulb is there. Now we LED also we use. But in that time, very primary developed bulb is there. Is the developer of the bulb? Natural, not natural, artificial power lighting source. Bulb. Who developed the bulb? Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison developed the bulb. Then, in that time, and before that time, okay, before the bulb developing, the people try to develop some capturing devices using the natural power source. It means sun rays are there and dark area also there. Then how we use that sun rays, sunlight, that color, the brightness idea to capture something in the dark. Okay. Then they develop that thing, what thing? This called still photography. Still photography. Still photography. Okay. This is not a year by year thing. Okay. Centuries, that type of comes with very far expand idea. That's not a simple new thing. Very far expand idea. They pay more times, more years to this thing. Okay. Slowly develop thing. First, shadow arts are there, then artistic things are there, then still photographies are there. After that, Edison developed the bulb and projection system comes, bioscope, that type of things. Projection system comes. After this, still photos, they try to move. Still photos, they try to move. They means that old people, experimental people. Still photos try to move. Still photos moving is something like motion comes. But that pictures, no, motion plus pictures, it's called motion pictures. Motion pictures, similar name is cinema. Sometimes cinema similar name is motion pictures. Motion pictures comes after what thing? Shadow arts, then the art, then the still photography, then the motion pictures. See how many developments, evaluations are there. So cinema is not a simple thing. It's actually comes with more experimental things. Okay, more experiments, more sacrifices after they develop what thing? Cinema. That is the thing. So move to the next passage. We can read that thing using the PDF. Okay. The terms such as the popular and classical address to the cinema. Cinema have more categories to biopic, children, romance. That all things are there. Okay. But main two categories are there. Main two. What are the main two categories? So the first thing is what? Classical cinema. Second one, artificial. No, no, no. No, no, no. Not artificial. Second one, commercial cinema. Classical cinema, commercial cinema. Classical cinema actually more very literate type things. As an example, Les Miserable, Man in the Iron Mask, that type of things. Da Vinci Code, that type of things. Pianist, that type of films are classically films. Okay, have to more attention for that thing, get something ideas. But commercial things not like that. Comedy based things, all people can understand that thing. Animation, more films are commercial based things. Comedies things are they are very simple. Think about that thing. After that, see, as a matter of the fact, some of the works cannot be classified into the two divisions. Go to the popular and the classical This is the factor as I maintained by some of the senior researchers. So, two categories are there, classical and commercial. That's the point. Okay. Classical and commercial type two cinemas are there. What is the next one? The field of study linked to the creative communication of the broader outlook of the world communication patterns. A study of the cine communication is seen as a vital study process. In that, the aspects like scene the content analysis, technology, cine classifications, cine use, creative use of cinema, the production aspect linked to the cinema are possibilities in the total study process. Actually, we think cinema just open the just on the projector now just on the laptop or something we can watch some video that is the cinema. No, no, no. Cinema is some kind of a study. You know, there are some degrees also there. Film reading, film reading. Actually, we can read the film. We can read a film. Film reading. Okay. Film reading is there. In the Kalyan University have what thing? Television and film studies, cinema studies. Ah, degrees also there. Teledramas, actually we never ask teledrama reading, advertisement reading, sing songs reading or something. No, but we ask, mostly we can ask film reading. Why the film have to read? Because that much is advanced, commercially or classified, classical or whatever it is. Cinema means a huge thing. Wide perspective ideas, wide ideas, wide type of ideas, big ideas. If you watch a cinema in the laptop or mobile phone, actually embarrassing for the cinema. That's not cinema, that's more video usage. Okay, that's video usage. That's video watching. Video watching and cinema watching, cinema, film watching, watching cinema, actually totally different. Okay, you can say I watch a film cinema in my mobile phone. Can't. It's video, brothers and sisters. You have to understand. It's a video. Cinema is not like that. Cinema is a huge one. It's depend on what thing. It's depend on the projection system. We have to fix a time. We have to fix the place. We have to go there. We have to buy some tickets. It's some kind of another type of experience. That's not the television watching or something. How to understand? Next passage. Creation terms modify metaphor and the symbols are used in the cinema, okay, not the television. These are explicit the screenplay writing process. Screenplay means what then? Screenplay? Play with the screen? No. Screenplay. Screenplay. Screenplay means what thing? Screenplay means this type of idea. Screenplay means what are the things that we can see in the screen? What are the things that we can see in the screen? Okay. What are the things that we can see in the screen? Then screenplay writers are there. We have to plan, we have to point out what are the things that we can see in the screen according to the screen, according to the situation, according to the occasion, according to the time period. That's the point. Okay, now? Then, in the order to broaden the horizon of the same, it is necessary to read the process. Another aspects linked to the cine creations emerge as acting or performance. See, another very important thing is the cinema is acting and performing. How to understand that thing? Okay, okay. It's some kind of a performing art thing. No, it's depend on the moves, dialogue usage, emotion expression, that type of things. That's the point. Okay, that's the idea. More the last two, three lines. This also includes the degrees and levels of the creativity and the order to foster better results in creativity. It's not only the acting that matters, but also the dress patterns, see designs, clothing, makeup, backdrops, eating, editing technology.
Excuse
Sorry.
me, sir.
Yes, yes.
Can I know which part you're reading now, sir?
Sorry.
Can I know which part you're reading in the PDF? Which part?
Uh, which part in the cinema part? Cinema. In the one, there's a creative communication, the 1-3, third PDF, cinema, last part. In that
Okay, sir.
ninth page, okay, ninth page. Ninth page that there are three passages we can see. Now I am in the second passage in the ninth page. Last lines, okay. And acting that matters, but also the dress pattern. We have to highlight that thing, okay? It's some kind of a, you can explain that thing in the exam using this type of point, okay? Editing techniques also there, sound effects also there, musical effects also there. Why? Because the cinema is not like a simple thing, it's a very huge, big type production. We want more things to develop cinema creations. That's the idea. So that's why editing is the editing, backdrop, makeup, all are there. But we have to understand one thing in there. In the MCQ paper, sometimes they add this thing. They ask, what is the grammar of the cinema? Grammar of the cinema. We know grammar, actually, grammar really helpful for what thing? To sometimes speaking, sometimes, but mainly writing something, or grammar. But in the cinema system, editing is the grammar. Editing is the grammar. We have to understand that thing. Please put a note for that thing, okay? Just sometime. Editing is the grammar of the cinema. Editing is the grammar of the cinema. Why? In the grammar, we have to use some no. Some nouns are there, adjectives are there, so many things we can use past tense, present tense, future tense. So many things are there. We have to manage that thing, we have to correctly control and we have to arrange that thing. Then we can develop some idea, write something in there. Cinema also some kind of that thing. That's not a talking idea, but cinema also we have to do that thing. Why? Cinema also have what type of things? Visuals are there, sound effects are there, okay? Effects also there. Some effects, visual effects are there, sound effects are there, music are there. Think about that thing. And we have to manage the time and the space. We have to correctly match the time and the space. And we have shots continuity. We have to maintain that continuity in the cinema. That's why editing is the grammar. Editing can collect all the things and gather together and rearrange very creatively. Editor have the more responsibility in the cinema sometimes than the director. Director just directing, no? They have the script and they look in the monitor and they acting in there, okay, following all the dialogues and other things, movements are there, okay, that is the direction idea. But editor is the last part. If the cameraman do something wrongly in the field, if the art director something, if the light technician know, that type of people, art director mainly, do something wrongly in the field, in the set, in the location, after shoot all the things are recordings, all things and all the shots, editor can get that all the shots, no, then after the thing, recheck in the videos, recheck in the shots, recheck in the rushes, okay. How sometimes some shots are not in there, lost. They the cameraman don't get that thing, okay, sometimes miss that thing, wrongly get that thing, no continuity. Then how the editor fix this thing? Can't. In that time, some people, some editors try to use some effects, but After that, spectators, viewers can find that it's a fake thing. They use green screen, or they use some effects. There's some problem in there. No, after watching the movie, then the spectators talking about that thing. Think about. So if something wrong in the camera or light technician or art direction or the acting or something in there, editor must be face some kind of difficult situation. So after that, editor can't do anything. That's why editing is the grammar. He or she polished the cinema creation and rearranged that thing, smoothness, speed, flow, that narrative style, ordering by editor. So editor is a must. Actually, it have that responsibility. It's a must. So that's why editing is the grammar of the cinema. But actually, it's really important in the cinema. Okay. Then last part, in the aspects of the camera techniques, there is necessity to possess in this camera, distances, angles are important. See, editor re-edit the shots now, but editor always looking one thing, how the cameraman maintain the continuity. Okay, right side, left side. Okay, over the shoulder talking and someone inside in there, and how we capture that person's emotions in over the shoulder. That type of shots actually we want that system. Systematically we have to capture that videos. Then it have a simple thing to do. Why? No difficult things. All are continuity are best. Continuity best. Continuity okay. Editor, nothing to worry about that thing. Then the cameraman responsibility. Automatically editor can easy to edit that thing. Okay. Cameraman have to responsible for that thing. Why? How to capture that thing correctly, how to capture that thing perfectly, how to maintain the continuity. That's really important in the cinema, mainly cinema. Television also we can see, but nowadays some television teledramas, if I watch, actually so many camera techniques, wrong things are there. Wrong rules actually. Continuity is no sometimes uh, that narrate with dub thing, and sometimes the lip sync it actually we some productions we want to dub again, we don't use the natural sounds sometimes, natural voices, no? So sometimes actually some problems are there, some distractions are there, visuals are not clear, edit is high actually. Sometimes colors very bright than the natural idea. So color grading also very important thing in the cinema. Think about that thing. And lastly, in the both teledrama and cinema, the aspect of the consideration considered a creative aspect of the camera. So camera actually really important for what thing? Not for the cinema. Television also very important. But mostly problem is cinema is the very academically camera usage actually. Television also we can use camera academically, but cinema is the best thing. In the cinema, camera technician, actually in the Sri Lanka we use cameraman, camera technician. But in the Europe, they never use camera technician or cameraman. They use what thing? Director of director of photography. No any cameramans are there in the European productions. They use director of photography. Why? Actually, cinema things comes under the photographical thing. It's mainly as some principles are there. We have to follow the principles as a cameraman. So cameramans firstly follow what type of medium? Photography medium. How to capture a photo? After thing that photos moving, then we can develop motion pictures. Then cinema comes. Firstly, we have to know what thing, how to capture photos, how to capture someone's photograph correctly and the formally and the according to the principles how we capture that thing. If someone know about that thing, that person can become a good cameraman, good camera technician. But before that, they want to know what thing, what is photography. Okay, that thing. Then the last part. This includes both theoretical as well as practical aspects that could be considered as creative. So in the nowadays, very sad stories there nowadays. Okay, most of the people think if someone have the camera, that within one day that person become professional cameraman, or that they printed some I think that visiting cards or something, leaflets and something. They try to start that wedding photography or something. Okay, in the my past also I used so do some photographical things in the past, not like a profession, just to earn something, but and get the experience about that thing. And but I spent some years to actually study about the camera. Okay, now also actually I study something about the camera. Day to day, it's an updated thing. Actually, media is not like a old subject and the old thing. Day to day, we have to improve our knowledge using the practical knowledge about the communication. That's the thing. So photography. Now also I study something about the photography. Now also I can update my knowledge about the photography. So actual photographers, actually professional photographers, that start that thing in the real camera system. Real camera system. Negative usage, negative usage. Some kind of this type of idea. Recently, you saw something about that thing, like fast photographical things, just like this type of shots frames are there. This like a tape, negative tape, and these some holes are there in the mechanism idea. Now we can't see this type of system. Okay, now we use all these chip cameras or computer memory type cameras. That type of things are there. But this one very old one. Okay, only we can use batteries. Also, we can put in the after that digital cameras. But in the past, hand ideas are manually we have to use that thing. Negative tape is there. Negative tape. This type of idea. Okay, very primary system. But professional camera people firstly start in this area because we have to color wash this thing. Color wash this thing. Okay, and we have to get the photograph correctly. Chemical ideas are there. Dark rooms we have to use for that thing, and we have to get the idea, embossing that idea of that thing to get the photograph in there, and to clean that thing. And negative, this one negative tapes we have to safely we have to store somewhere. Very actually very advanced in the past, advanced very professional work actually. In that type, this type of negative tape have only sometimes 32 shots, 64 shots. Only 32 shots, only 64 shots in the past. So if they have a wedding or something, full wedding actually they have to capture within 32 shots. Within 32 shots. Some people that some cameramen using 32, 64, two reels, but only 32, only 64. Is something wrong in the shot? No any shots. No any shots. Only one shot we can get that. One shot. But nowadays, digital cameras we have. Now the DSLR camera is also there. Now the mobile phone actually really help, really advanced than the DSLR cameras also. You know that. Sorry. Then now we can take much more photograph, 5,000, 6,000 photographs. Then you can add some effects for that thing automatically. Some mobile phones have the AI system. Automatically correct and blur all the things are perfectly. And finally we can save the image. So 6,000 images are there, but after that we can collect that thing and we can rearrange like a wedding album or something. Think about that thing. But in the past, but now we have this simple idea. We can take much more photographs and after delete that thing, we can save only one thing. But here, only 32. Full wedding, we have to cover only 32. Think about it. That is the challenge. But that people are the best professional people. Because why? Perfectly balanced, perfectly patient to the profession and discipline, ethics, and practice. Well practiced people. Now that when this type of usage, this negative tape using news type, that type of photographers now also we can see. Uh, they know everything about the color, aperture, darkness, lightness, distance, all are know. Now the digital camera are very simple and automatically they can apply that knowledge to that thing. Sometimes they are actual knowledge advanced than the digital camera also. Think about. So actually digital camera also developed from a person, human. How the digital camera very advanced than people eye. Can't know. Human eye. Human eye is the best lens in the world. Best lens in the world. Human eye is the best created, natural created lens in the world. And the capture system, how many captures are there? Color shift, color grading, and balancing. All the things are there naturally, yeah. In the camera, we have to use that thing artificially, Think about. We have something than cameras. Then don't trust camera much more because it's actually not powerful than our eyes. That's the thing. We have to think about that thing. Practically think about that thing. Technically, cameras are okay, right? Wi-Fi usage, all are there, but okay. Naturally, we have inbuilt thing in here eyes very powerful than cameras sometimes. Okay. So now we can move to the camera. Shots and angle that thing. Today I try to finish the shots and angles that idea mainly. Okay. Camera shots and angles. Now, three topics are here. Okay. Camera shots. Similarly, we can use camera frames. Okay. Frames are there. Okay. In this PDF, not the 1-3 in this PDF 1-41, 1-4. In the first PDF that I send you, okay? Professional camera shots and angles. 10, the next PDF, first page, okay? 1-41, first PDF is there, okay? According to the first PDF, not first PDF, first page of the fourth PDF. Professional camera shots and angles. Firstly, we have to move with that shots and frames, okay? Shots and frames. The second thing is angle idea, okay? Angles are here. Nothing is there, not in that topic, okay? It's movements, camera movements. So three topics are there: shots, frames, angles, movements are there. Moves, okay? Now, shots firstly. Shots or what thing? Frames. According to this point, actually, what type of things we can see? Camera shots and camera frames. You have to know this thing. The shots and frames depend on what thing? Distance. Distance. Okay? Distance. Another thing is clarity. Clarity means clear idea. How much is clear? How much is far or near? That is the idea. That is the point for the developing of the shots. What type of shots? Camera shots. That's the idea. So again, what thing? It depends on what thing. First thing is distance. Second thing is clarity. According to this point, okay, two types of shots we can see. Two types of shots. Two types of shots. What are those? First one, close shots. Second one, long shots. Just write that. Okay. Close shots, long shots. Close, long. So that's the idea. See, distance. Close. See, low. Close, low. Close, low. It's some kind of idea what thing? Distance. Between what thing? Between what thing? According to the camera, between what thing? Camera with the objective. Okay. Camera with the object. Camera with the object, this idea comes close or long. According to this point, please draw this idea in there. Any page that you have, any paper that you have, please draw this just summary idea. Okay, in here. That's the idea. Okay. According to this close idea, sorry, according to this close idea, the object sometimes mainly to the close to the camera, close to the camera. Okay. Close to the camera. Okay. In the close type camera shots, we capture some kind of this type of area. Okay. This type of area. And it means some kind of this type of frame ideas. Okay. This type of frame. Yes. Okay. Then you can see this person only this areas. Okay. These areas. Think about that. Okay. This is the idea. This type of area. Think about. This is the idea. And what are the distance idea that we can see in here? See, this distance increase or decrease? Increase or decrease? This idea. Increase or decrease? If it increase object in here, but it's some kind of close idea. You can see, this distance is not increase, it's decrease. Okay. Not increase, decrease. If it decrease, this clearness or clarity increase. Clarity increase. It means very clear. Very clear. Okay. That distance decrease. Distance decrease. Distance decrease. Clarity increase. That's the point. Distance decrease. Clarity increase. Distance decrease, clarity increase. Okay, if you want to capture a uh, clear, very clear, sharp type shots, sharp type frames, is actually a close shots. Only the close shots can capture something very clear and very sharply, very clear idea. Think about that. Only close shots can capture something very clear. And most emotions, feelings, that type of things captured by using close shots, not the long shots. Okay, this type of shots we call close shots. Close shots means what thing? Distance decrease, clarity increase type shots. Distance decrease, clarity increase type shots are what thing? It's close, close, close shots. Okay. Then the close shots. What's the idea? Close shots means what thing? Distance decrease, clarity increase type shots. Distance increase, distance decrease, clarity increase type shots are close shots. Okay. Depend on what thing? Distance and clarity. Most of the close shots widely used. Close ideas, no? Close. Okay. It's too close. Close to the camera. And the idea is some close idea between what thing? Between camera and object. Camera and object. In the paper, if they ask, what are the shots that we can use to capture something more emotions according to our camera technical, academical things or practical things? That is what thing? Close shots. Close shots only can capture what thing? Emotions, feelings, facial expressions. Only, only. The MSQ paper, if they ask, what are the shots that we can capture something very clearly, closely, and sensitivity or some kind of emotional based things? Very clear, but some kind of close idea, very sharp, we can see that. That type of shots are close shots. You have to understand that thing, okay? Then, according to the close shots, there are four things, four types. First one, extreme close up. It means too close, too much. Second one, big close up. This one shortly called ECU. This one shortly called BCU. Next one, close up. Not much, but very clear. It's called CU. CU. Last one, medium close up. It's a mid idea. It's called medium close-up, MCU. So what are the four types of close shots according to the close levels? Actually, how much close levels? It's called first one extreme close-up, second one big close-up, or medium close-up. That's the thing. According to the close levels, according to the close levels, how to understand? How we identify that close shots or long shots or something. In this year A-level paper also I saw a close, extreme close, big close type question is there. Question is there. Okay. Then you have to understand what are the levels that we can capture according to the close shots. Okay. Please draw this thing in there. I add that thing in here. See, just get the idea. Okay. Just idea is there. Just idea. Okay. Now close no. Close level actually comes with here to here. Okay, here to here. Then some kind of this idea. Okay. Then some levels are there. In this level, in this level, in this level, in this level. Okay. In this type of level, it's capture like the eyes or something. This level. And next one, this level. Next one, this level. Next one, this level. This level called what thing? Close types now. Extreme close-up, ECU, because it's capture very sensitive, very emotional type things, teardrops, and some kind of that eyes, some kind of lips or something, fingers, okay, that type of things, very close to the camera. ECU. This one called BCU. It means here to the here we can capture that. This one here to here. Okay. This one called close up. It means here to here. Okay. Next one, this one. This one called MCU. Here to here. That's the point. So idea is that extreme big close up, MCU, medium close up. It's depend on this thing. Like, see, you can see me like parallel to that picture, no? Drawing. So eyes, that eye level. See, eye level. Eye level is mainly focus what thing? Extreme close-up idea. Eye level, extreme close-up idea. And next one is a full face idea. You can see this idea. This idea. See this chin level, this level to this level. Fully capture the face. That must be the big close-up. Not a close-up, big close-up. It's a middle of between actually extreme close-up and close-up between we can see big close-up. It's a newly developed idea. Next one comes in this area, the shoulder level. You can see shoulder level. That's called close-up. Most of the cinema creations and television things, they use this close-up thing. Why we use close-up thing? Close-up, always used for the discussion idea, identification idea, that type of things, okay? After that, this chest level is there. You see, chest level. It's called medium close-up, just mid idea. You also can see me like in the mid close-up. See, medium close-up idea. You also can see me as a medium close-up idea. That's the point, okay? Right. That's the idea, okay? Extreme close-up mainly focus for emotions. Big close up over thing, just like some feels, we can get that feeling. This one, identification with the emotions. This one actually personality, identification, emotions. That type of things are there. Okay. So close up things always in here, this level, okay? Not other levels. Only his this level. Or capture someone's this areas, okay? Not the background idea. I just get not the background idea. I just get this type, this here to here. Only these things we can capture in the close up, close shots. And with the long shots ideas, long shots, long shot ideas. Just draw that again. But the object is not close. Huh? Object is long idea. Distance is actually huge. Ideas are there. Okay. So think about it's capture like this. Okay. Not a close idea. See, close up shots we can capture something in the mid idea, no, but here huge area we can capture. Hmm? In here, actually background ideas. Mostly we can capture type of background ideas. Okay. Not only a closed type idea. See, some background ideas are there. Background ideas. See, fully background. Get the background idea. Automatically we can get the idea that opposite idea with the closed shot. See, okay, is here. And not like the close idea. We can see what type of idea here. Take about. Actually, this distance increase or decrease. Close ones distance decrease DD. Clarity increase CI. But here distance increased. Okay, my God. Automatically clarity opposite means clarity automatically decrease. Can't find something clear. That's why this type of shots mostly used for the get some background ideas. Starting, ending points, huge depth, that type of deep type ideas we can capture using what type of things? It's a long shots idea. Okay, think about that time. Okay. Okay. In that close ideas we capture in here. But see, now we can see the full person in fully. Okay. According to this thing, actually we can clearly see these people's emotions can't. Automatically focus over thing. This one, this and this area means background idea. Okay, background idea. Always we can get some clear background idea, but the object is unclear. That's the point. According to just now, the point is but long shots. First idea. Point is this Martin. Distance. Okay. Increase. Clarity. Decrease. That's the point. Okay. It's not close to the camera. It's actually uh, over, not close to the camera. Next one. Not close to the camera. Then that's actually this type of things we can't use to capture the emotions. Actually, we use these things for the bad thing. Capture the background. Capture the background. And this type of shots mainly very deep. Okay, deep, very big actually, wide type ideas. Okay. We use this type of shots for what thing? Starting or ending points. Starting or ending points. Points in the cinema creation or television creation. According to this thing, four long shots are there. Four long shots are there. First thing, it start in here actually. Now chest level in here we use that medium close up. This should start in here, hip level type. Okay, it's called a medium shot. Simply, shortly, MS. Okay. Second one, medium. Okay. But some long idea comes medium long shots. With the long shots, MLS is in the knee level idea. How to jump inside actually. Knee level. I draw that thing in, okay? Knee level idea. Next one, long shot. Sorry, long shot idea. L and S. Fully, if we can capture someone fully, head to foot actually, head to the legs actually. Fully is long shot actually. Next one, very long. Sometimes extreme long also we use very long shot. VLS, sometimes ELS also. Okay, but that's the more distance actually. Huge. That if someone captures some drone camera or something used and they capture something in the land, that type of shots actually very long shots. Tiny things we can see in there. Very small things we can see there. Okay. Sea area. Okay. In the astronomical things you can see so many stars are there. That type of shots are very long shots. Depth is there. More depth is there. More long. Not close. No emotion capture, only the background. We can use this thing also as a picture like this. See, this is the person who support us to get the idea. See, full person. The shots, actually, all the that close shots comes in here, but this shot not in like that. It's actually in here. Outside the idea also, there are some shots. So this is the frame. This is the frame. Then the first shot starting in here is hip level in here. Second shot is a knee span, knee level. Next one, that full idea comes in here. And after that thing, it's actually this one actually have a foot level. Okay, foot level. This one full idea comes in here also. Think about this hip level shots we call MS. This knee level shot we call MLS. The foot level shot we call LS. Outside idea VLS. It means this thing. Okay. This level to this level MS. This level. This level to this level is MLS. This level to this level is LS. This level to this level is VLS. That's the point. That's the point. Okay. So think this full area is full area. This full area we can capture. This full area we can capture. That's why these shots can't capture the working emotions. Only these shots can capture working the long distance. That's the thing. Starting point, ending points. The long shots. Long shots. MS medium shots, actually we can see this type of area. The same like the MLS. MS and MLS, some kind of similar, but not like that. Close idea MLS, so close idea MS actually, MS and MCU, sorry, MCU and MS have the similar type of idea, but not much. The MLS thing can capture something, personality, a side, a moves, that type of things. L is actually a standing person or walking somewhere or movements or emotions or personality, that type of things capture. VLS thing capture what type of thing? VLS actually background, fully background, fully depth, and more details in the background, not in the facial idea. Face actually not clear. That's the point in there, okay? That's the idea. Now, okay. Just we read that thing. Just cameras are very important technical devices for cinema as well as television media. Cinematography is a subject that need to be learned when you learn it along with the theory. You will get the necessary knowledge to use it practically in the creation like film, teledramas, short films, etc. Accordingly, you can shoot the basic camera angles as well as the frames. Okay. And basic camera shots are there. Basic camera frames are divided into two types, that is camera shots. Camera shots, close shots, and long shots are there. Close shots called what thing? This can be taken as an opportunity to hold or capture an object close to camera. Here the distance between the camera and objective is less and the object can be clear seen more. I said told you, this type of things actually very close, and it can express the feelings, emotions, that idea. It have four categories: extreme close up, medium close up, and actually big close up, that thing also. Extreme, big close up, medium close up. That points are there. Long shots, what that thing? Long shots. To take these shots, the distance between an object and the camera must increase. The amount of the clarity decrease, then but it's the great visual practice that can take care of a large area. Long shots, four things are there. Medium shots, medium long shots, and very long shots are there. That's the point. That's the point. Okay. How to understand it. Okay. Okay. Then after that, next page we can see this thing. You also can this thing. Okay. This one. Ah. That this picture I draw this in here according to the levels. Okay. You can get that idea and measure that with the camera shots ideas and compare this thing that with. Okay. Compare this thing that with. That's the idea. Then close shots and long shots. That's just classification that this idea also I added there. Clearly, I think this yes, this one. Close shots, four things are here, and long shots, four things are here. You can get the idea. You can see that extreme close up. This idea very close to eyes. We can see it here, but this thing, see, last one. This one actually we can't understand who is this person. We just can understand the long idea. Full area is there, but not clear. That's the point. For the next thing, actually, camera angles are there. Camera angles, okay? Camera angles are there. Camera angles. Camera angles. Actually, these angles according to the camera. Just get the camera thing. See, it's a camera idea. Okay, this is a camera. You have to get something like this DSLR camera like this. Okay, this camera is actually look like a eye. You know, that's the idea. But uh, only thing the camera can do than our eyes, because camera can zoom and zoom in, zoom out. This thing, camera can do this thing, only this thing. Zoom in and out. Zoom in and out, in, out, in, out. Only this thing can camera do. Okay, than our eyes. Other things our eyes can do. That's the thing. But we use cameras for that purpose, that thing. Some things, now our eyes can capture so many things, and it's the brain. And go back home and we can't get that thing outside. That's why we use a camera, capture that thing, and we can use that thing as a hobby or as a creation or something. That's why we use a camera. Zooming purpose and the memory. That's the thing. Okay. So camera is angles we have to use. These angles, these angles, these angles, this angle. This idea is there. So as a camera usage, these angles we have to use. Angles. Angle ideas are there. So you have to understand that angles in there. Angles, ideas. So let's take example that camera angles we use according to a system. The system says clockwise system. Clockwise system is some kind of this thing. Okay, for the circle. Okay, circle idea is there. The circle as a circle in here. Think about. Okay, just like think about this thing in here. Okay. Okay. Sorry for that. Right. Firstly, we have to get that object idea in here. Object. Then you can go to the circle idea. Let's get the idea. Okay. Get the object idea. It's the point. So why we use camera angles? Why we use camera angles to get that idea? What thing? After using camera angles, we can get the idea about any other objects in 3D view. 3D view, okay? 3D view. Without that thing, we can't get the idea about the 3D view, okay? You have to understand that thing, okay? Just think. According to this thing, we can see this type of angle, this type of angle, this type of angle, this type, and this type. This is the angles that we can see, okay? According to this thing, actually, some ideas are here. Get the idea. Okay. Some kind of this angles comes. Okay. Think about. Sorry for that. Okay. This angles comes. Okay. Think about now. We use our camera like this. Our eyes also we can use like this, like this. We can see something. The depth, okay, height, weight, height, not the weight, height, okay, and the depth, that type of things. This every angle have a name, okay. This angle actually we call bird eye view. Why? It's actually some kind of this type of idea. See, a camera we can use as a looking something bird eye. This type of thing. See, this type of idea, right? This type of thing. We can use camera like this. Now we can use not like camera like this. Drone cameras we use according to this category. Okay, drone cameras. Think about that thing. That's the idea. Okay, okay, that is the idea. Then other things. This angle. Write down drone is here. Okay, satellite photographs. That type of things are like that. Got this thing. This one called high angle. High view, high angle. Okay, it's some kind of like this. This camera look like this. Okay, this is the idea. Okay, this one. You can see some things the side view. Okay, camera using this tab, side view. Okay, the next one. The high angle if we use actually our high angle. High angle calls something powerful. Feelings are there, okay? That's the point. Other thing is this thing. This is our eye level actually. Our eye level. Our eye level. Look something like this. Our eye level. Okay. Suppose eye level is coordinate to our height. according to height. That's the thing. Okay. Next one, opposite of this one is low angle. Low view, low angle, both have idea. This one powerful, this one powerless. It's something like this type of idea. Okay. This, okay, and this, and this the idea. Clockwise idea. That's the point. Okay. Get the idea. That's the point. The next thing, actually, this one's opposite one in here is warm eye view. So underwater type things, underwater shoots. It means depth, deep ideas are there. Underwater shoots. Something like this camera. See, that's the point. Just the camera angles that we can use. Camera angles that we can use. So this is the main camera angles that we can use the camera system. So today we talk about what thing shots and the camera angles things. And in that thing angle, just read this that passage. You can make different ideas from the views obtained by the holding the camera at eye level and the different insights. Okay, this can be used for the views taken from the sky above with the drone, as well as the views taken from the bottom of the sea. Bottom of the sea means that warm eye view. This one. Sky level means this one. Okay. Powerful means this one. Powerless means this one. This is your height. I look this camera, my height, okay? According to my height, my eye level. Okay. That's the thing. After that thing, we have to just get the idea about only one topic we have theater. Last camera idea is movements. Actually, we have movements, but we have mainly. There are two movements are there. First one actually horizontal move. Second one vertical move. Horizontal moves we call panning shots. Vertical moves we call tilting shots. Tilting shots. Okay. Panning shots have two types. It's called right pan, left pan. Right pan, left pan. Right pan, left pan. Vertical shots also have two types, up pan, down. Now what's that thing? Some kind of this thing. I just explained using the camera. Okay. This one. See. Now this is the camera on some kind of actual camera look like a head. Like see. Uh, a head with okay. Sometimes our camera also using for that thing, no? Okay. So in this camera thing, horizontal moves and the vertical moves are there. Horizontal moves and vertical moves are there. So horizontal means some kind of that two types of shots are there. We have used that thing like two types shots in there, like this. Okay, camera horizontal moves some kind of this thing. So left hand side to right hand side, something move horizontally. We move the camera like this. We move the camera like this. You see? This one. Left to right, no? It's cold. Right pan. Right pan. Okay. To cross the road, we use that thing. Right, left, right, then go. Like right pan and the left pan. See, move something to right, right pan comes. Move some to the left, left pan comes. It's horizontal, right and the left, right and the left, right and the left. It's 180 degrees, okay? Right and the left. Okay. But it was very simple. Other thing is up, down, up, down. It means tilt up, 8, that was 8, 180 degrees, okay? 8, tilt down, tilt up, tilt down, tilt up, tilt down. That's the only thing. And other times we can use just like dolly in, dolly out, that type of things in there. Dolly in means fully camera, we can forward dolly in, backward dolly out. Forward dolly in, backward dolly out. Other thing is their pedestal up down. So you have to use the tripod. If it's okay, it depends on the height. Up the camera, sometimes down the camera. It's pedestal up and down in there. Our thing is track right and track left. Very simple. We have to use two tracks, but track right is something like this: right, okay, right and left. Track right and left. Running events, we can see that thing. Track left. Those are the only things we have to know about the camera in the seventh lesson. Camera techniques, moves, shots, and the angles. The next day we have to move what the theater, the last part of this lesson, and that day I start the eighth lesson, first part also public relations. Okay, have a good night. We are Media Sunday. I'm Rajitha. See you next time. Bye.